Oh my word, we start the stream, already we've got a hype train going. Quick, let's get into the main scene. Here we go, and into me. Good evening everyone, I hope you're doing well. I've got everything set up, it's been a while since I've done this. Hold on, let me just make sure everything's all sorted. Good evening, how are you all? Lots of people in already. Bonebreaker, thank you so much for your sub. Will, good evening to you. Monkey D. Luffy, good evening and thank you for your sub. And Killer Bob, Jeannie, Newavin, Karochi.
How kind of you.
Thank you for kicking off the hype train.
Belligut just subscribed. Hello Sam,
wow.
Hello chat, happy Sunday smile.
Happy Sunday smile indeed, thank you Belligut. Let me work my way down the list, there we go. Haven't been rhyming. Good evening Darkwing, thank you so much. 27 months, very, very
How kind of you.
Belagos in
Sama
here.
22 just subscribed.
Thank you
Hello,
all. That's
mate.
a lovely,
almost 2
lovely
years.
start.
Keep up the great work.
And another one. Thank you, Saigon Paul. Good
Thank
evening.
you.
Good evening, one and all.
Sigan_Paul just subscribed. Greetings and aloha.
That is brilliant. Thank you so much. Let's see if I just move my microphone a bit. I can't quite see all of the text that's coming in. Thank you, everyone who subscribed. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's lovely to see you all. How's your weeks of gold making been? It's been a while. I've been chipping away at the old gold making routines here. Just a little bit here and there as and when I can. But that has proved very successful so far. I'll just do my normal routines and stuff whilst everyone's coming in. Sorry, a bit late today. The blog should be live about 7 o'clock. We've got a whole load of Covenant things to pick up. Renown is currently sitting at 78, so I'm almost at 80. Just letting that come through with either the replenish the reservoir or the jailer's efforts thwarted. In terms of TSM stuff, we're doing really well.
How kind
right
of you.
up here. Let's have a look at the last month. So this is the
Rainmaker
flat line I'm not playing.
101 just subscribed.
Thank you so much. Talkman, looking because watching
Thank
football
you.
again, no problem. And can be
Torgman
Sama.
just subscribed.
Gifting
Lurking
a sub
because
as well.
watching football again, but had to drop by to use my Prime sub smile. Have a nice stream.
Thank you so much, Talkman. It was so kind of you. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you, everyone. Hold on, let me just move this across a little bit because I'm not seeing all the messages come through in order, as it were. So I'll do that, and that should work. There we are. Spent way more than earned. Had to buy and upgrade looms to level 60. Oh yes, they're expensive now, aren't they? Anniversary, the Pilgrim and the Darkmoon Fair overlap leveling times. Now this is a very good point actually. I saw this post on Wowhead earlier. I haven't put it in the blog, but yes, you've got the 17th anniversary. Now, let me just close this down. You've got the Pilgrim's Bounty begins. Which is on. And you've got Darkmoon Fair here as well, which is going to be reputation bonus. There's a whole load of stuff here that you can basically get a whole load of decent XP and reputation going with all of this lot. And no problem, Will. See you soon. 27% for 2 weeks. That is really good. The Gold Queen's here. Good evening to you. How are you doing? It's a lovely Sunday evening. Lovely to have your company tonight. How are the little kittens doing? I remember that all so well when our kittens were tiny. Now they're big and causing just as much devastation, I must admit. But wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest. So we've got a fair amount of stuff to do here. Well, before the blog goes live, let's start with just opening up the old auctions and things. I've got a couple of XP things to do here with my followers. I'll do the mail first, see what we've got hiding in the bags for the moment. Let's move this across so we can see it. And then we can just, we can start just opening up everything. Got everything to relist and post back on, so we'll start with that and go on from there. Thank you, Darkwing, for the shout out. No goal maker for you in Classic Andy for now. Are you enjoying Season of Mastery? I'm very tempted to get started afresh again. But I just don't have the time for it, unfortunately. I wish I did, because I think it's a whole, on a fresh classic server, it's always a very interesting time at the beginning. Congrats with the master as well. Oh yes, of course. That is another great achievement you've had, following you on Twitter. I hope you managed to get some great employment out of that as a result. I mean, it's an achievement in itself, to be perfectly honest. Let's get this lot on. Can't click on that. There we go, let's click on that. And I'll move this over. Get the post scan going. There we go. Glyphs have been selling like hotcakes for you, and don't even have the rep yet for the new Druid one. So so much profit last year. It really corrects you. That's brilliant. I knew the new glyphs could be quite good as well. Tristan Rose, good evening to you. How are you doing? Lovely to have you here. Thank you all for contributing to that hype train. That is really amazing start to the stream. So thank you all for that one. No gold making for you either. Courtier crystals are so expensive, like 800, 900. Wow, that is a lot. Yeah, I mean, I would say at that point, I would just get a whole load of alts if you have them, and farm the one mission that gives you the Courtite crystals and sell them straight back on the auction house. I mean, at that price, you'll get a decent amount of gold for your time, certainly, depending on how many level 60s you've got, certainly. Never really experienced Classic 4 Sophia's much. I'll give it a go. It's a good one to get into, I think. From everything I've heard from Season of Mastery, it's a nice quality of life improvements over sticking religiously to how it was back then, I would say. 363 days away and finally back. Lost and confused. Welcome back, Cow King. It's the same. It's the same, really. But yeah, there's. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. But welcome back. Lovely to have you here. Been doing all world quests on your scribe for a few days now. The extra rep really helps. Getting them to a Revered Exalted is still a pain. I really, really should be doing this with my scribes and my other characters. I've had enough time to list on my auctions, but that's the bare minimum. Auctions and mission tables is as much as I've had the time to muster. So for me, it's been kind of just do what I can with the time I've got, which, you know, pretty much is what we all do, really. Thank you all for that hype train. That was absolutely amazing. If you've got some emotes, please share them in the chat. That is wonderful. Thank you all for your support. It warms my heart to see.
To trade needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
That wasn't a fail. What one was that for? Lots of people. Craft. Oh, well, I'm gonna go back up the top there. You've got like 8 level 60 alts, but 2 lazy to do it. That's fair enough. Crafter's dilemma. Can't leave the auction house, or it's too much work. Yes, there is that issue. I mean, I am just literally crafting, posting, recrafting, and posting, and making a decent amount of gold. Where it's, you know, it's enjoyable. Certainly is my gameplay style. But there's other things that I probably want to advance on. Certainly getting all my characters ready. Really, they're still lagging behind in some respects, certainly. Lots of people chatting, being friendly, grouping, and the occasional chat trolling. That sounds perfect in terms of the experience you'd want from a classic side of things. Definitely. You're writing something? Thought you might like to know. Oh, fantastic, Goldwing. What are you writing? Would be interested to. Is it gold making related? Is it economy related? Or is it to do with programming and things? Tap side of nose and wings. Say no more, Gold Queen. When you're ready to show us, I'll be more than happy to have a look. You got your 22nd and 23rd tunes to 60 this weekend. I think get your 24th to 60 during the stream. You only need 3 levels. Wow, whereas that is phenomenal. I know Zanzafall is trying to do similar with his alts as well, so that is a huge amount of alts going to 60. There's a lot of options there. Oh, I've got my Discord popping up here. What can I do to stop that from popping up? Let me just have a look. Have I got some notification settings somewhere? I've got streamer mode on, so that should stop that, I would have thought. Let me just check. Notifications. Connections? Notifications, I think. Everything. Well, they're all turned off. Like, everything notification-wise is turned off. Maybe I'll just turn Discord off for the moment. That would stop that from popping up. There we go. Alright, okay, let's carry on. We only have 10 minutes or so before the blog goes live, so I'll try and at least get my auctions on first. That should work. Yeah, Drizzy knows likes to do dungeons, because you mainly have healers, don't you? Or do dungeons on your monks. Okay. Me and Zan are competing for the 4th spot in your servers. Most alts to max level. He's got a girlfriend over this week, so it's time to get ahead. That's a good point, actually. Definitely. But yes, that I have heard that Threads of Fate and the bonus objectives is what Zanzibar does at the moment, and has some success with that as well. Plus dungeons as well, I'm sure. We've got something here, 73,000. What's that going to be? That sounds like a legendary sale of some sorts. Wonder what that's going to be once we get down to the bottom of that one. And there's hopefully some more stuff coming in. But yeah, we're doing really well at the moment. 3.2 million. Bridget's been doing really well. Samadan's been doing really well. Yep, there we go. Grimveld Cape at 72,000. That's a winner for sure. Legendaries, the odd legendary. I don't have many legendaries at all, but when they do come in, it's nice to see the sales. Yeah, healing's your jam, but and killing things in the world takes a while as healers. I can relate to that, definitely. It takes me a while, certainly. Sean Subbers, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Just chatting and posting auctions at the moment. We'll get to the Wowhead blog once it goes live. But welcome on board. Yeah, I mean, definitely do whichever method of levelling works best for you. I'd always recommend, certainly. And did I cover my already my spending on learning legendary recipes? I have at the moment, definitely new in. That is simply because I haven't done that much. Once I've just posted this set, I'll show you my TSM graph. You can see the point at which I invested in legendaries and the point at which I'm at now. And you can see that I have certainly made my gold back at this point. What are my thoughts on gold farming on a solo character? Have a mate that's tailoring and enchanting, keen on dipping your toes into gold making, started on a server where you had nothing. That sounds a perfect start. I mean, gold farming, it's not as, in terms of raw gold and things like that, it's not as lucrative as it used to be, with a lot of the vendor prices being nerfed and what have you. You can still scoop up quite a few greens and things and slowly sell those on the auction house. But if you enjoy farming, that's, you know, lots of people do. I mean, I don't tend to do farming myself. I rather stick with professions and post things on the auction house. But, you know, we've got a lot of people here that really do enjoy farming. Will has just gone to have some food, enjoys farming. But with a mage, yeah, you've got lots of options, certainly. And with those two professions, I think you've got definitely some good options. And tailoring and enchanting being my favourite two professions certainly is a good combination. But going back to that legendary talk, let's go back. Let's do all. No, let's do the last year, 2 years. So where are we at? That was BFA. Then when did Shadowlands come out? It was around here.
Chronic Rolls cheered. X1000. Less than 3.
That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. That's a lot of bits to cheer with. Thank you so much. You do solo character. I do farmed and crafted mods. Yeah, Mike's got some great success with crafted transmogs. So I'd recommend that as well. But yeah, we were. When was Shadowlands out? I'm thinking, was it November 2020? I can't remember exactly. This looks like it should be it, because here I spent in. This is where I think it was. This downturn here. Let's just move it from this lot here. So Shadowlands came out, I made a bit of gold, and then I invested into professions quite heavily, and so spent a lot of my gold. and that was just regular professionals, not legendaries. And then I made a fair amount of gold back, came all the way back up to here to 2 million, and at this point I then started investing more heavily into legendaries. Not a lot, I had a few tailoring ones, mainly the cape I did, and getting a few of the other tailorings up a little bit further. Haven't really done much with leatherworking or blacksmithing, and a little bit into jewel crafting now, but not a huge amount. And so this downward curve here was my investment into legendaries until I got to this point, and I decided to stop. I was getting low again on gold, and I thought, you know what, given the sort of like the token price here, I'm getting very close to spending all my money. I thought I'll stop here and I'll just sell what legendaries I've got. From that point, this has been my gold since then, so I've gone from 398,000 to, so that's about 3 million up since that point. I would say yes, that's pretty successful from that point onwards. So my investment has certainly paid off. The only things I really have, I can't even remember the add-on's name now. What's it called? LST, Legendary Stock Tracker. So the legendaries I have, you can see here. So I have, it doesn't actually show me exactly which ones I have, looking at this. But I'm definitely, Grimvale Cape I have, and a couple of the other ones I definitely have. The ones in blue I would expect to be the ones I got up to rank 4, but you can see all the leatherworking I haven't ranked up at all really on those, except for a couple of those. And then the rings, where are the rings? Down here at the bottom. I've got them about to rank 2 at the moment, rank 2, rank 3. I'd have to check over on Bridget on them. If I look at tailoring in TSM here, we can see I've maxed out the shoulders, the mittens, the cape and the braces. And then if we go to the standard interface, Grimvale, the belt, I've got belt rank 1, the hood's rank 1, the pants are rank 2, the robes rank 1, sandals rank 1, and the shoulders are rank 4. So those are the ones that those are the markets I'm in at the moment. At the moment though, really, the only big seller for me is the cape and the occasional shoulders, and that's been about it really from this point. Oh, soundbox. We can do that for you, Darkwing. Blog almost up, so number 1. Okay, hold on. It's hidden away there. Number 1.
Ready to work.
Ready to work, indeed. Krasiak, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Find it so hard to read quickly which legacy needs a restock. I'm not familiar with it myself either. Yeah, it does look useful, but I tend to just use TSM now to restock on most of those things. But a Grimvale Cape at 72,000, I'm assuming that's a rank 6 at that price. It would make sense given my market values at the moment. Let's quickly get these on before we check out the blog. So hopefully this should be enough. We can pick up the gold as well. Probably do some restockings later on. And then, if we have time, unlikely, but if we have time, we can then see what we can progress on our characters. So yeah, the main seller there, it looks like Grimvale Cave. Everything else just a few little bits and pieces. So we'll take everything, including the gold, and then we'll post that lot on. So we can at least get that on. At least, and that's a start, I would say. And then obviously we could do getting our other characters on, and we should be in a good position at that point. Right, let's go through with that. I've got probably quite a few different things to restock on actually from Samadan, because I haven't restocked in a while, so we shall have to see. Dave, good evening to you. How are you? First and foremost, congratulations again. I know I've said it on Twitter, but congratulations on your forthcoming position. I couldn't have wanted a greater person to be contributing to the art of WoW, so I am very, very happy for you. Lovely to have you here. Zanzibar, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the shout out, Darkwing. Hope to make everyone proud. I'm sure you will. From the stuff that I've seen you produce, it comes from a point of passion, and you can see that shine through in your work. So I have no doubts at all. We've got some exciting times coming ahead with WoW. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next stage. I mean, 10.0, going back to Azeroth and really solidifying, hopefully, on sort of what Azeroth means to people. I'm looking forward to that, certainly. Time will tell. Obviously, it's all speculation at this point. But it's going to be exciting times. Let me check whilst we're here on the blog, because it's probably time. Community Spotlight's on at the moment. It's busy yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to post it up. So I'll leave that up just in case. So if the blog's not up, I'll quickly using the oh no, that's not a flying mount. Hold on, that didn't fly. Let's try that again. There we go. That should work. Another question, Dave. Are you enjoying Season of Mastery? I've been very tempted myself, but with all the time I don't have at the moment, I've literally just been sticking to retail at the moment. But I would be very interested to hear your thoughts on Season of Mastery. It sounds like it would be a lot of fun. But like I said, it's not something I currently have time for. Since you've got 2 weeks to kill, perfect timing. Still raiding retail also, nice to level on the side. Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about the classic leveling experience. It is so relaxed. You can just take your time, and it takes time, and that is, one of the most important things, certainly. Aveline made it there. Oh, fantastic. And she's going to be here till January the 8th. Oh, fantastic. Drizzling Rose is going to be very happy to hear that, Zanzaful, so she can get ahead on her alt up to 60. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's a lot more chill than classic launch. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think people were really pushing for with classic, getting up to the end content and things like that. Whereas I think Season of Mastery, I'm hearing you talk about it and hearing others talk about it. I'm very tempted. But then with Minecraft, we've got the Caves and Cliffs update coming out at the end of the month as well. And with me working now full time, I just don't have the time. It's so hard to make choices. So no more spell cleave only mage /W meta for leveling. I've never experienced that myself, certainly. Her birthday, Christmas and New Year's we get to spend together, absolutely worth it. Definitely Zanzibar, definitely. Real life connections come first and foremost, certainly. One more mage, everything reserved. Oh really? I hadn't realised it would be quite at that level, certainly. Yes, it's a lot, certainly. Yeah, the Minecraft update is the Caves and Cliffs coming out at Caves and Cliffs Part 2 coming out on November the 30th. I'm very tempted to do a Let's Play series. I know I've kind of let the NA Let's Play series and my classic Let's Play series sort of like go dormant for the moment with everything else that I've got going on in my life. And I don't necessarily want to stop doing World of Warcraft videos, but there's something very appealing about just making your own world in Minecraft. And it's just one of those things, isn't it, really? You may moved away after a month. Yeah, definitely, Jericho. If you don't enjoy it, certainly I wouldn't stick around for that level of things. So let me do before I forget rather. I've got some XP to put up on some people. Let's do, well, we're averaging now. I think we're at 49. So let's bring you up a little bit here, Spirit Guide. You can go up to join the others. 37 up to 38, and then another one there. 39 and another 3,000 there. There we go, up to level 40, so that's getting a little bit close. Carry on with those in a moment. Personally think the only reason to play Season of Mastery is hardcore, otherwise It's a fast classic. That is a good point, Canius, actually. That is what does appeal to me, the hardcore side of things. Having that little label, it just adds that little extra dimension of challenge. And I'd love to level through that way. By yourself trying to find what class to play on Classic 2. I stick with Priest. It's what I've always really played. Samadan was my first character on Classic. And all the way through Vanilla and all the expansions have been my main character for all my playtime through WoW. I find it very hard to change my main, certainly. I must admit I have reserved Samadan on one of the EU PvE servers, so never say never, certainly. Let's get some of these. I'll just double check the blog hasn't gone live whilst I've been chatting. No, that's cool. So let's have a look. So I want to make sure I'm getting enough anima in. I've got a decent amount, but I would say let's start with this one. Let's throw someone in. No victory on that. Let's try a second one. Nothing there. Promise the Mystic. Can you help? This looks like a tough one. We might have to get some heavy hitters in here. There we go. That says a lose though. Can we make it a win? There we go. Let's make that a win. Not guaranteed a win though, so let's try some others. That one's fine. Add that one in, and that one should be easy. So let's take a lower level person, like Meatball, and that's not necessarily lower level. We can get a couple just to guarantee the win there. And assign that. Then once I've done anima, oh there's another anima there. Oh, that could be a tough one actually. Let's get a healer in. And someone, oh Pelagos is always good. Let's try that. No. Mykonos, can you help? This might not be doable. Oh no, we got one. Okay, let's go with that one. And okay, so anima done. Next one up will be all the gold. Let's do the highest. Let's do this one. That's 28. That could be tough. Let's see who can do this one. We probably need some healing on this. Any other healers we can throw in? We've got a tank we can throw in. Probably a healer there. Well, that tells me it's a win with just those. But I'm going to throw in that for extra. There we go. Thank you, Jeannie. I'll finish off my missions and then we'll go into that. Certainly. Having leveling hardcore, you have to develop a meerkat-like mentality. Yeah, I definitely can understand that, certainly. Sounds kind of fun, but having to rely, have yet to really give it a go since Toon has to be self-sufficient. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's the thing to bear in mind. Right, so gold, other gold. That one should be easy enough. Let's add that one in. And this one, how many more have we got left? Let's throw you in. There we go, let's get in someone else just to help. Just in case it's not a win. I want to guarantee that. Thank you, Darkwing. And then, right, we want some extra XP if possible. I'll do XP at the end, for anyone who's left. We've got 5 there already, so let's try another one. This may be hard to do, so let's just check. Really, oh, we've got a good healer there, that might help out. Not quite though. This may be too hard. Oh no, you're saying win. That's expensive though, 151. We'll take it for now. We've got this spare anima for that one, and then the augment runes as well. Sounds like the cats want to jump in. Check in on that. Hold on one moment. Someone wants to come in.
How kind of you.
Jazzu just subscribed. Morning, Sam.
I'll just come in to hide away. There we go. Jazzu, thank you so much. Good morning to you. 15 months is amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Very much appreciated. I'll get on to the gold making in a moment. Bear with me. I just wanted to finish my mission tables up before I did. Short others, as a new to WoW, would there be any immediate benefits to subscribing to my Patreon, or should you build up a substantial amount of liquid gold first? The Patreon is basically you get to see my groups as they are here. So with my NA Let's Play series, what I did with all these things is I basically just started learning recipes in whichever profession I had. The most fleshed out ones are tailoring and enchanting, so those will give you the most, certainly as you're leveling them up. And then if it was in my group, then on my NA series I'd be able to just post up whatever I had. So it is effective from that point of view, but by all means there's no requirement at all, especially when you're just learning about gold making. I would say just enjoy the journey. Have a look at a few of my other videos on the gold making and the making the groups and using TSM, and get familiar yourself first. I mean, the whole Patreon side of thing is merely more, yes, you get the groups and my artwork and things like that, but also it's just a means of sort of supporting me and me giving back to you. So if by all means you'd like to, that's wonderfully appreciated, but by no means necessary in terms of gold making. I hope that answers it somehow. But yes, you don't necessarily need to build up a substantial amount of liquid gold. It's more about just learning how to, the mind of a gold maker more than anything else. Speaking of the mind of the gold maker, I better jump onto the blog, because I've already had a couple of lovely reminders, and it's been 5 minutes live, and I haven't been talking about it. So let me bring that up, and then we can talk about the exciting thing. Hold on, where's my commands? Wowhead. Edit. Paste that. Submit that. Right. Here's the blog. Don't know why that's gone all laggy on me for a minute. Let me just check my OBS. Make sure that's it. Okay, that's all good. Command should be working now. So there we go. That works. Okay. So issue number 203 of the blog. We are definitely rocking away with all the different issues so far. Let me just move this down. Okay, so let's talk, well, 9.2. Obviously there's been a whole load of data mining stuff has started, even though the PTR isn't out. So already people have been looking at all the models and the lore and spoilers and things like that. I'm not getting into any of that side of things. The things we focus on here is what's coming up with professions, what can we expect. Mantheus did some great analysis on this and what's been found out so far, and has a great video going through that. I know he's been going through it on stream quite a bit, so he has got a lovely video here summarising his thoughts on it. I go through pretty much most of what he goes through here in text form, in terms of what we know so far with 9.2. A lot of it is pretty much as I would expect. So good evening, Real ID. How are you? Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. So we're going to have new cloth, silken proto fiber. We have Progenium Ore, which is the new ore in the zone. Protogenic pelt, which comes from the skinning of all the beasts in the new zone. Zereth Mortis. The fish you can fish up is Precursor Placoderm, a lovely name, and the meat you get is Proto Flesh. So these are the new materials that we're going to be using. Then we also have upgrades to the standard Crafter's Mark. So we're now going Crafter's Mark 4, which is going to be set your item level to 233. And then the equivalent of Crafter's Mark of the Chained R, we're going to have Crafter's Mark of the first one. So this takes your item level up to 262, but it's a unique equipped one, so you can only have one of those. So that's going to be interesting. Another 38,000 cold card, excellent. The luck may be with you, Rose. There's a new flower. Oh, I forgot the flower. Yes, thank you, Jericho. Lol. I'm going to put that straight in now. I meant to put that one in as well. Hold on. Let's update that live. We can't forget that because it's in here. This one, first flower. Let me have a look. First flower. I forgot the herbs. How can I forget the herbs? So that's there, and then we'll go in and we'll just edit this very quickly. And pop that one in. So this is center ore. Put it after the ore, I think. Herb. First flower. Let's go up there. Oh no, let's put it there. How does that work? Did that go in? What did that link to? Oh no, that's linking to the. That's not what I wanted to link to. That was linking to the Wowhead blog. So we'll just re-edit that. And that should work now. Yeah. Okay. So let's go change that. Added herb. Thank you for the typo on that. There we go. So we refresh this and go back into it. There we go. First flower. Can't forget the first flower. There we go. Thank you so much. So yes, new ore, Progenium Ore, and new herb, first flower. So those are going to be used in the Crafter's Mark 4 to take things up to 233, and the Crafter's Mark of the first ones. So that's as we'd expect, really, and that's really good to help with the current crafting items to still make them current. I think this is a really nice part of the whole optional reagents, and I think it's helped not having to add extra things in, extra recipes, and even though it's just going to be a different name. And I think this was a really elegant solution, so I'm really happy with what they've done there. Just move that back. So we also have a new vestige, the vestige of Eternal. And this is interesting, there's only one of these that only takes it up to increase the item level to the equivalent of 3 ranks. So we've got the vestige of Origins, took it up by 2, and this takes it up by 3. So that will take the potential maximum up to rank 7 for your legendary if you apply this to a rank 4. No real surprises here. This is how I'd expect things to work out. Obviously, the whole legendary market is going to be an interesting one. We talk about that a little bit further down in the blog, but yeah, it's not really a surprise. This I quite like the fact that there's just going up 1 level, because Manthius mentioned it in his video, and I think I agree that the rank 5s have been pretty much not that great sellers, and it's only really the rank 4s or the rank 6s that particularly sell well at the moment. And then with the Crafter's Mark of the first ones and the Vestige of the Eternal, they also require a new material, the Progenitor Essentia. Don't know how this is going to be obtained, but obviously extraordinarily rare remnant of progenitors, which can be used to craft powerful enchantment enhancements. So that's going to be interesting how that ties in with everything. But it does say on here, can be bought and sold on the auction house, so hopefully that stays. and we can at least see, like the Corthite crystals, you can at least trade it or farm it and trade it. It gives us another gold making opportunity, which is always good. Lots of opportunities to make gold, so you don't necessarily have to focus on legendaries or crafters marks. There's other ways to make golds. That's the way I like to think of it. Yeah, basically, the new Corthite crystals, really, as Adam says. So those are the kind of like the things you'd expect. Then other things you'd obviously expect, which are quite nice. There's a few new items. Cosmic Healing Potions, probably a mana one as well, maybe, but I think a Healing Potion is probably all you need at this stage. A new Vantus Rune to go in with a new raid, and a new contract, Enlightened Brokers to go with the new faction to learn. So those would be all the sort of things you'd expect from this side of things. Then there's some interesting new things that have been data mined. Optional reagents. Now, if you remember way back in early Shadowlands beta, we did have more variety in the optional reagents, and they kind of disappeared. And these, if they come back, is going to be a nice, interesting flavour to what you add to your crafted items. We don't know which items these are going to be limited to. There may be certain items you can't, maybe certain slots you can't put them on, or there may be certain actual items you can't put them on. We don't know yet. But you've got things like sustaining armor polish, so you've got the duration of flask elixirs and food buffs, which makes sense really for an alchemy thing. Chance to acquire additional resources from corpses. Corpse purification sounds really nice. Increasing avoidance and sometimes heal when taking damage, so that's kind of like almost a leechy type thing. Or you've got a chance to spawn an Automa core which explodes for damage, so that's an area of effect, sort of damage and healing at the same time. The numbers we don't know. There's obviously people are going to run simulations of these and find out which is best in slot and what have you. Whether these are stackable on multiple items as well, we don't know that yet at this point. This is an interesting one, the engineering one, the pure air sail extensions, increasing movement speed and mount speed while in the Shadowlands. How many items can we put this on? Can we make up a speed set? That could be really nice. And this takes up the Progenium Ore, the fibre and some bolts and porous polishing abrasives, so nothing too out of the ordinary there, certainly. Recently you can make gear into twink levels, and thinking about a gold opportunity. That exactly, Canius. There's options here for like specialist sets of gear for different classes. And I think this is a great idea. There's a lot of options here though, so I don't know how it's going to work as a seller, because obviously these are all optional reagents. You have to put them on the items when you craft them. You can't put them on items once you've got them. So that does limit you in some ways. Will we have... I talked about it here. What does this mean as a seller? Do you offer every single permutation of each reagent an item slot on the auction house, or do you create a specific speed set or something like that? Which ones are going to be favoured? We don't know yet. Will this mean more player interaction with custom orders? It's gone AFK. Hold on. Okay. We don't have purchase orders. So, there we go. A Grimveiled cape of some sorts is sold. Let me just check, just to see what kind of cape that was. It says 3,000, and it was 3,000. Okay, a rank 3. Oh, that's weird. A rank 3 cape, but it's sold, so that's great. We'll carry on with that. Sorry, I digress. Making gold. Squirrel. There we go. Look amazing. So much min-maxing. Do I want best in slot plus alchemy for cheaper crafters marks, or do I make more profit blacksmithing, engineering, or about super niche engineering, dual crafting? So yeah, there's a lot of different things here. These I'm assuming you don't have to have this profession to put this optional reagent on, and you can sell it to other players. I'm not expecting these to be soulbound in any way, but if these should definitely be sellable on the auction house, so you can sell them to other professional people. Seriously needs to revert slow cancelling. It's so painful for anything above 10 auctions. It is, but I can see how it solves an issue, certainly. Oh, you expect them to be soulbound? Okay, interesting. That would make things tricky, yeah. All optional reagents have been soulbound so far. Yeah, but I'm thinking of this like missives. And missives are things that you can get from, because there's such a variety of them from so many different professions. I would expect them to be tradable, but you might be right. We don't know yet. View as a perk for being unprofitable profession like engineering. So yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know. I automatically, before you mentioned it, I did assume it was going to be just for like tradable between other people, but you never know. It might not be. So yeah, I mean, there's going to be certain best in slot options. I mean, is this real or someone's wishes? This is stuff that's currently data mined, so it's all subject to change. We know these are potentials in the game. They have spell items that have been data mined. So let's see what happens. Like you said on the PTR. Yeah, the engineering profit is past expansion mounts, definitely. There's not a great deal that I sell in terms of current content engineering, apart from the scopes and things like that. It's very, very small amounts of money I make with engineering, sadly. The wormhole, actually, that's a good point. That's the one I haven't got and the one I should get, because that's definitely a potential. Oh, squirrel, I just think I need to collect recipes now. There's so many things I need to do. Oh, the life of a gold maker. Anyway, let's carry on with this bit. So yeah, there's a whole load of stuff. We've got slaying enemies increases your highest secondary stat, and we've got chance to get your other stats increased there. So those are stat increasing ones. This is the circuitry shorts and lashes out. Could that be a stun effect? This Genesis Matrix, we don't know. At 5 stacks, that could be something interesting. And another 3k card, fantastic. Yeah, I think engineering at the moment is sadly... it could have done... What I'd love with engineering is to have more stuff that engineers... I think that's a word. Engineers... Could be a better word. Non-engineers can use. That's the thing that I would like... because I think it severely restricts the market of things you can use with that. So we'll see. But there's some, a lot of what I would expect to come out for a 0.2 release: a new zone, new materials, new upgrades to existing things, a few extra bits and pieces. The whole optional reagent thing, if that comes out, that would be nice. Could do with a bit more of that. But I can't see a lot more coming out of this. Maybe another enchant or two would be nice, looking at this, but I'm not sure, really. There's certainly no profession-specific armour like we had before, which I think is probably a good thing. We've got enough other stuff going along, like the legendaries and the tier sets. Excuse me. So I think there's plenty already. For a week, the new patch will be great money, and then after that, back to old content for your gold. I think more than the week, because don't forget they're going to stagger the release of the raid over 3 weeks, and that's only for those that are, working out sort of like top end raiding and stuff like that. I think you'll still get gold making opportunities for the casual market for a long time, for a while. People will take their time with their legendaries and their ults and things like that. So talking of the legendaries, obviously we have heard already, and it's been obviously posted by Blizzard, about double legendaries. So one regular legendary and one covenant legendary seems to be the new system they're favouring at the moment. There's been a bit more clarification on how this works, because you've got your you seem to get a belt first off, which is your covenant legendary, but with the new rune carving effect you can switch freely. No, that's to go with you get a rune carving effect, so you can apply it. New rune carving memory will let you put the effect on a different armor slot. So even though a lot of people will probably just leave it on their belt, because you get this extra ability to not have to swap it out then maybe that won't restrict it to the belt. But so in terms of like gold making point of view, in terms of legendaries, is this going to restrict certain slots like the belt? Highly likely, I would say. Maybe new insane trinkets. Yeah, that would be nice, definitely. That would be very good for inscription, certainly. Glyphs Mark II. Yeah, I mean, I'd love some more glyphs. I mean, I haven't got the new ones, but I think that would be really good as well, definitely. Yeah, I think, yeah, trinkets would be good. I'd go with that. I'd like to see some extra ones there. Current content, even now, still better than old content. Oh, Dodgy, do you want to go back out? I'm not sure if he does or not. You going to come up? There we go. Dodger's come up to say hello. You can just see his tail. Hold on. Let's bring him. Not sure if you can see. Oh no, hold on. Me full screen. Let's go that one. You can see. Oh, he's much bigger now. There we are, Dodger. Come and say hello. He's bigger than Cookie now, definitely. He's about 7 kilos in himself now, aren't you? Cat-like typing about to come up. There we go. Yeah, he's not scared of Cookie either. He's definitely thinking he's a top dog. He's just going to sit on the mouse now. Hold on. He might want some food. I'll just leave him on the table for a moment. Hold on. Let me see if I can go back to my main scene. There we go. He's just beside us at the moment. Cookie's on the bed. He's not too concerned. He's just waiting at the moment. I'm not sure what he wants to do at the moment. I'll have to wait. Still don't get his own emote. We need to do that. We definitely got Oreo. Cookie hasn't got an emote either. Oreo's got 2 emotes. We need to get more cat emotes. Definitely. I need to sort my emotes out. I do apologise. I've got so many slots that I need to fill and haven't commissioned anyone to do some more, or done any myself for that matter. Still want to do a Bruto jam. I haven't done that. I've been very lax on my emotes. I do apologise. We'll get there. Well, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. We're just talking, we had an interlude of cats for a minute there, but we're talking about double legendaries at the moment. So from Reddit, we've got some from economy purposes. Players get a free legendary waste. Many players will opt to use the legendary waste instead of crafting a second legendary for the covenant effect, since it's convenient for covenant swapping. Demand might slowly go down. Right now, keep falling as we get close to 9.2, which is probably true, except for the casual market, really. New legendaries with the new disenchant and refund soul cinders you need, so we'll need to be compatible with the tier set slots, so we've got to think about tier sets and the domination socket slots as well. So there's going to be interesting play between all the different slots as to what's going to be min max and stuff like that. Are cats the new squirrels? Yeah, definitely. Aren't you? We saw a fox out the front of our house this morning, which was amazing. Right, where's Dodgy going? I think he's coming back. Oh, he's going to jump. There we go. He decided to jump next to Cookie. Not necessarily the best idea. I'm just going to go up there instead. Okay. Right. If he wants to head out, I'll get up and let him out again in a moment. Hold on. Right. There we go. Anyway, what were we talking about? Legendaries. So yes, we don't know. Waste won't be completely dead. So that's going to be another slot that's not necessarily used for legendaries. I think we'll still get a decent market with the cloaks and the rings and probably the necklaces as well. So if you're in those markets, definitely see some good sellers on those. Let's just see what comes out with the tier sets and everything else. And people are going to be doing simulations and working out what's best in slot and all that sort of stuff for each class. So once people start doing that, then you'll get an idea as to which legendaries to focus on. Obviously, if you're one of these people who is already maxed out all of the legendary slots, simply just make one of everything and see which ones sell would be my option there. if you can afford it. Certainly, it's expensive work, which is why I'm not fully in it. I've just got a few. Speaking of Brutosaurs, though, as I've just got mine, where's the Brutosaur gone? This was very interesting. Sapu has been doing some research using the data they have on TSM, and what's happened to the Brutosaur on the black market auction house. It was supposed to still be obtainable, but according to all the data they have, that it hasn't been listed since July the 10th. So did they shuffle things around and there was a bug and you didn't get access to the Brutosaur anymore? Because they can have this ability to view the current black market auction house listings on every server, and then if you look at the Brutosaur's item page, if you go onto TSM here, you can see none currently listed on, and there hasn't been any for ages. I haven't heard of many people saying they found them in a container either, so it's a real shame, because you'd want people to be able to get hold of it, at least in some way, certainly. Don't know if TSM is going to add Season of Mastery server. I think they have already, Dave. I saw a post something about TSM and Season of Mastery. Let me just... Actually, we could probably just check Sapu, because I'm sure he did a tweet about it. There. Pleased to announce that TSM pricing
How
data
kind of you.
is now available for Classic
Chronic
Season of
Rolls
Mastery.
just subscribed. Twitch baby.
Oh, thank you, Chronic Rolls. 9 months, Twitch baby indeed. I can't do Dave's amazing 9-month recreations, but yeah, thank you so much for your support. It's very much appreciated. So yes, we've got Season of Mastery for TSM, thankfully. So that is good news, certainly. You don't think Blizzard are going to put the Bruce on the store, because if they did, the game is dead, or is that if they did, the game is dead? Do you think so? I mean, I wouldn't be against them putting the Brutosaur on the store. I could see why they would do it, but I don't have an issue either way, really. I mean, it was available for that period of time. I wish it was still available, because I think it's a great target for gold makers to have. So that's always a thing, I guess. Not all realms are on it, I think. Oh, okay. Thank you, Darkwing. Yeah, hopefully more will come out in time. Hopefully, once people start scanning things, I guess. Yeah. Some of the Russian mastery realms are missing. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I think there's no reason why it should be removed in the first place. I think it's a lovely target to go for, and it removes that fear of missing out, really, because it has been available. I mean, those that right at the beginning, got it early on, that was a great achievement to get. You should still, like you can now with many achievements, no achievement should be unavailable to you in any way. It looks like he wants to go down. I'm not sure if she's ready. I'll see if she wants to go out. Hold on, she probably wants her food. I'll leave the door open a minute, just so that they can see. They can go out if they need to. All that hard work grinding gold for it and then putting it in the store for $30 would be a big kick. I get that, but then we've had the luxury of having it for so long. I mean, how long have I had the Brutosaur now? And I didn't get it straight away. When was that? And we're talking 2.5 years ago? That's a long time. Right, Cookie's going out, so I'll just close the door again. goes out and then she comes back in again. Although she has just gone and onto the windowsill where Dodger is, so we'll see what happens. She'll probably jump up in a moment. Should put it on the black market auction house boxes, and maybe the black market auction house and sort. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Wildbrook, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Close to 300k per EU, so people pay €250 or dollars in tokens to buy them out. I mean, that was a lot. Yeah, I mean, if you put it on for that price, could you imagine? That would be very hard. Smee says good evening to you. How are you doing? Lovely to have you here. I should finish off the blog before we get too distracted. So yeah, we're talking about the Brutosaur. It should be on the black market auction house, and it isn't. At the very least, it should be more available more often, I would say. I would love to see it come back if it goes on the store. I don't have a big issue with that, but I think it should still be obtainable in some form, certainly. You trade every single amount you have to get the Bruto still. Started playing WoW in 8.3. Oh yeah, I can see this is a prime example really. It doesn't matter when you started playing WoW. These things should still be available. It's still a lot of gold. 5 million gold is still a lot of gold. So it doesn't matter when you started your gold journey. I think this should still be a wonderful target to have. So I'd be very much in favour for it, coming back into the game. But they've made their decisions. They put it in the black market auction house. At least in that way, you could still potentially get it. But it should certainly be available and not unavailable since July the 10th. So hopefully the devs will see this and hopefully put a fix out. The Switzerland Tiger was around. I mean, I think you can get that in the black market auction house as well, can't you, Hayley? Yeah, still the cutest mount in WoW, definitely. You'd be more into gold making if it was still available. Exactly, as Dave says, and others have said, it's a great target to have, definitely. Not a chest, 4.5 million base costs, because people will no doubt bid. Yeah, that is true, yeah. You mean around more? Oh, right, okay, Hayley, yes. That's fair enough, yeah. I haven't tried getting it myself, so I don't know how frequent it is. But I have heard that people have had it, have seen it recently. Have you seen the alternate colours of the Brutosaur? I've seen the ones in the wild in Zoldazar and stuff like that, so they've got the skin colours for them, so it's definitely an option. I know Drizzling Rose made a great Pandaren mock-up of one as well, which is really awesome. People that have the mount should be able to buy an update for the vendor or the new mats too. Oh, that would be quite nice, Evelyn. Yeah, I like that idea. Oh, there we go, another Grimvale cape. It says 3,000, but is it 3,000? It is, okay. 2 rank 3 Grimvale cape sales. That is unusual. I wonder if someone's looking to just boost up the market there or something like that. Yeah, going fear of missing out is not something you want for any game. Yeah, I think so. A 20 million gold mount with an auction house and bank on. I would buy that, Caniest, definitely. 20 million. If they'd obviously have to increase the gold cap. I'm only at 3 million, so I would have to find a way, certainly. Yeah. You want a Brutosaur and you want to paint it black. That's certainly doable. I could get the model viewer up and we could start a bit of Photoshop work on it. But again, that's another squirrel. I have to save that for a 3D stream or something. So many things we could do. Right, let me just do the last piece on the blog and then we can carry on with our gold making bits and pieces. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's the Brutosaur. The Rolling Stones. Yeah, Battleship ready. Yeah. Painted Black's a great song. Well, there we go. We've got 2 people saying hi, Sam, in the chat. Hold on. /wave. There we go. Oh no, wrong person. /wave. There we go. And let's go back to the blog. Right, I keep on getting squirreled. Okay, so the last thing is a really nice video. If you haven't seen it, go check this one out. This is a podcast on YouTube by Countdown to Classic. So it is focused on Classic and Season of Mastery, but they speak to Brian Birmingham, who is the lead on Classic, and they talk a lot about bots and what Blizzard are doing about bots. So it's really worth a listen to, especially about their attitude to things. So I would certainly give that a listen to how they're handling bots. I mean, they're talking about they ban like 1,000 bots a day, according to them, on that one. So that's really amazing. But obviously the bots keep coming back, and what their strategies are for trying to reduce those bots. So there's loads of different strategies that they're doing and trying to compete against the bots, and obviously they're trying to remove as many as possible. So that's a really nice thing to hear, how they are so passionate about doing the same as we want as well, which is not having bots around. Kozakov, good evening to you. Long time no see in game. Yes, exactly. Lovely to see you in game. I've just been hanging out at the mission table at the moment. But that pretty much wraps up the blog for this week. Some really interesting stuff coming out this week. I think the whole stuff that we've got starting with 9.2 is brilliant. Nothing really unexpected in this first half. The optional reagents and how they pan out is going to be interesting. I'd like to see how that comes out, especially in the combinations of items. So I think we've got some interesting niches in the markets, and it's not just about legendaries. The Crafter's Mark, the extra items, the contracts and the Bantus runes and all that, and then all these optional reagents. I think is going to be some really nice things. So I think this is a good start for 9.2. Ivan, Magnum, good evening to you. Been a while since last got me live. Hope I've been well. I've been very well, thank you very much. Very busy, but very well. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you are equally well. But that's it for the blog this week. If you are watching through the embed and want to talk more about gold making, we'll be here for a little bit longer, and pop on through and we shall discuss all things gold making, as well as making a little bit of gold myself. I am currently, I've got a few sales since we started. Where are we at? Sold auctions so far, 7,000 in sold, 10 million in posted auctions just on Samadan. We're doing quite well for this month already. Samadan's up to 321,000 gold. Started with 50,000 gold. So we have made plenty of gold this month simply by being more active. That's the big difference to last month. Last month I barely played at all, and obviously my auctions suffered as a result. So I'm going to move. I won't do the restocks yet. I'll get all the other auctions listed on first. So I'll leave Samadan here next to the mailbox, and we'll jump through the... Oh, no, before I do that, the last routine thing to do is deposit into the sanctum all the extra bits, 140 anima. Add that in as well, and then we'll pop ourselves back down. So I'll run through the other characters, get their auctions listed on, and see how quickly we can do that, and then we can look at what to do. There's so many options, it's very difficult to focus your time, really. Okay, I'll carry on with that. Jump in there. Found out you're a pro in something in WoW. Oh, what's that, Darkwing? I will be focusing more on retail or classic. I focus mainly on retail at the moment. I would love... we were talking earlier about Season of Mastery, and I would really love to get into that and mail and start... I read email and just said mail. I really would like to get into Season of Mastery, but there's so much other stuff going on at the moment. I'm not sure I currently have the time. Pro procrastination. You and me both, but Darkwing.
Work complete.
It's an eternal conflict I have, certainly. Is there any news on Connecting Realms? They stopped suddenly before Shadowlands. Your realm was really dying. I haven't heard anything new in a while, actually. That's a good point. Not sure what Dodge is doing at the moment. Just keep an eye on him. Only 2 levels to go. You can do it, Drizzling Rose. They just connected some classic realms. Oh, did they? Oh, that's interesting. What Dodger's doing? Looks like he's just lying on a bunch of clothes. I'll have to keep an eye on him. Okay, so let's do our mission table on these. Decent amount of things coming through. Bit of gold, few extra XP things, so we'll use those up. What's our average level on this one? 39. We've got quite a few 32s and 33s. So let's bring a few up to like 40. And then we can hopefully work on these a little bit more. 35, 37. There we go, so we are average levels. Average levels now gone up to 40, so that must have been enough of the median. These ones must be our median, these 40s. So we'll focus on those, keep those going. Okay, and then, is that everyone? I think it is. There we go. I believe that's able to get your last 3 monks to 60 before the reset. Then you'll do more. Then you'll do your non-monk healers, and then DPS, and then you level the tanks with time walking. I think that sounds like a great plan, Rose. Definitely. To have your account fully leveled by New Year, that's quite the achievement. Definitely. I really don't get why they don't do it now. Sometimes you can put up some healing potions and they don't sell in like an hour. In Prime BFA times you sell hundreds an hour. It's. I think some servers are hit probably more than others, certainly. Oh, that was realm transfers, not merges. Oh, okay, Darkwing. Right, yes, I can see the difference. Alright, let's do this one. No. Let's try a healer, because you're... No, not you. This is usually a good one, because you heal everything. No. Okay, let's try... Who's going to be good? Not having much luck here. That's all of them. Let's take you out. Anyone else? No, let's pop you in. That's my top players, and they can't get a win out of this, which is odd. So even with that, with extra healing, looks like we're not getting a win. Okay, that's no good for that one at 19. That's the only anima I've got here, unfortunately, and we're at 1,800, so we can afford to carry on regardless. So let's get this one for some extra. There's one for good XP here, this 10,000 one. Let's start with that. Let's do one. There we are. Assign you. And this one could be quite good. Let's stick a tank in. That's a lose according to that. Let's throw in someone. That's not worth doing. Let's do one of you. And then just reorganise that a little bit. Now that says a lose, so let's optimise that for a win. Could be close, that one. I'm not sure if that will win. And then we've got a 14,008 augment runes on that, so that's a good one. Assign that. And then gold, we'll take gold, because that should be easy enough. Let's just throw in someone else for extra DPS. There we are. And I have only 2 level 60 characters, 1 Horde, 1 Alliance. I think that's good enough, certainly. There's no need to have loads unless you want to. So what are we left with? XP for some. Let's try the lowest ones and then edit that so it's a win. Already says it's a win, so that's good. We'll stick with that. Give them a boost to XP. That we know we couldn't do. Now, the conservatory stuff I tend to ignore. I'd do this maybe if it was cheap, which it is. So we'll just throw one of these in because it's cheap. Assign that. And then we're left with... Anything I would do at this point is mainly for XP more than anything else. So like this one for 1200. This one's 1500. Is this an upgrade? No, it's not an upgrade. This one's probably better. We get some XP there. So let's try those. And edit that party. Where is that one gone? Down here. That says it's a lose. Can't organise this into a win, can we? So let's try and get someone out on this. Can we get a win out of this, maybe? Yeah, that's a win. Now, what do we have left? How many have we got left? We've got 3 left. I've got 1,800, so I've got... let's do that for a polished pet charm. It says it's a lose. Still says it's a lose. Let's get some extra XP in this then, because it is good for XP. Sign that one. And then the last one. We've only got one left? Yes, one left. XP or... where are we at? That's 1200 XP and some goodies, some meat. Let's try that one. There we go, now add someone in. Okay, that's a decent amount. How much is that? 331. Let's send those all off. There we go. Is crafting profitable right now? Not doing legendaries. I feel like I've come to Shadowlands a bit too late to get into the legendary market. Absolutely, Caden. I don't do legendaries in any great capacity, and I'm still making plenty of gold. Tailoring and enchanting being the ones that are doing particularly well at the moment. Alchemy's been a bit slow at the moment. Bridget's been doing really well with jewel crafting. Leatherworking and blacksmithing are okay at the moment. They've made 50,000 gold each so far this month. And this is mainly with the Crafter's Mark gear and Old World gear and anything else that I can throw in there that I've got. So yes, definitely. Enchants, food, pots, missives, as Desrek says. There's lots of things you could certainly sell. You've made millions since the start of Shadowlands and haven't collected a single legendary. There we go. And what's the average time to the start of the PTR till release on live servers? I think there's some people have got sort of times like 4 weeks, I think I hear. That's an option, I think. Oh, I've got another companion. Hold on, I just noticed. Squirrel. Let's just go over here. Who have we got? Elwyn. Okay. This is from getting to renown. What did I get to? 62. Was it 62 or 60? Companion Elwyn, there we go. Okay, fantastic. We'll take you, we'll level you up. What can we give you? I've just sent everyone on an adventure, so what's good to get you started? I guess this one at 1500. Let's give you a go. We haven't got a win on it, so we'll just send you on your own. You'll get the XP regardless anyway, so it's 50, it's expensive, but we'll go with it. I mean, is there a cheaper one that's 1200 or 1000? That's 30 for 1000. No, let's go with that. Let's just send it anyway. There we go. Okay, that's done. Is there add-on that tracks mission table for altars? They've got like 10 characters, and I'd like to know whichever mission finishes without logging ever characters. I mean, you can use your mobile phone app to have a look, kind of that way. What's the second window on the right? The add-on tells you the win or lose. Is not a part of Adventure Plan. No, that is another add-on. Can't remember then. Covenant Mission Helper. This one, Covenant Mission Helper, is the one that adds that on. It gives you just an extra sort of safety net visualization as to, do you think Adventure Plan is going to do it or not. So it's nice to have, and that one's currently active as well, so that's always worth having on, as well as Adventure Plan. How important is cancel scanning? Is it necessary in how often do you cancel? I don't cancel scan at all. I hate cancel scanning, so I put it on for 12 hours for fast moving markets or 48 hours for slow moving markets, and I'll leave it at that. If it sells, then great. If it doesn't, then I'll just put it back on once it expires. And I can make plenty of gold with that. I mean, my server is fairly low pop, so I do have that advantage, but I'm not too concerned, certainly. Let me just fly down and pop my things back inside, and then we should... oh, I might be able to deposit anyway. Okay, so that's done. Let's run back out again, and then we'll list our auctions on next. You made 40k from cooking and alchemy yesterday. Exactly, Simon Paul says that there's options there, certainly. Let's get ourselves a mailbox and a brute saw next to it, and then we can take our auctions, put those on. Right, but a shuttle lace. Oh no, veiled augment runes. Sold, that's a good start, okay. Value thinks it's March or so. I think February the 1st is the earliest I've heard at this point. Depends on you don't, and depends on service and market. As Dark Queen said, yeah, exactly. And you can make a good amount of gold from dailies as well, exactly. So you don't need to cancel scan for that. Yeah, it's certainly not a requirement by a long shot to cancel scan. Obviously, if you're a highly competitive time zone, and legendaries can be very competitive with the cancel scanning. No, wrong one. Okay, post that on. Then yes, a lot of people do cancel scan in those markets, but I'm not a fan of it, and I still sell some legendaries as well, and I get some good sales on capes occasionally. Haven't had any sales of rings, I must admit, actually, with my current strategy. Maybe at some point I'll get lucky, but I haven't got the rank 6 rings on yet. Once I get those on, then I think I'll be in a better position. I'll just get the main ones on first. Have I got my Murlocs yet? No, I haven't, Darkwing. Are they store only, or do they come with your with a 6-month sub? Because I did add a 6-month sub on just for the purposes of getting any extra goodies. Don't think, were they toys or something? I'm not sure. Don't appear to have any toys on here. That's weird. Pet journals. Oh, that's a bit weird. You can buy as well, yeah. That's weird. Collected, not collected. Oh yeah. Sources, check all. Oh, there we go. So I don't think there's anything I haven't got here. Is it in appearances? Sets, extras, saved. No. Don't think I've got anything here. Oh yeah, I did see something pop up that I had a gift. Where? Oh, there it is. Gifts. There we go. I had it here. Baby Murloc Satchels. Claim. There we go. So that should come through when I relog. Awesome. Thank you for reminding me of that one. Let's do my auctions quickly before... Should I do my auctions? Because, yes I did. Before this mailbox expires. Let's grab all of these. And then we should be good there. Need to relog for it to show in game. Okay, I'll wait for that to come through next. I've not had any sales of Scrying Rogue Stones. I'm very disappointed. I was hoping I'd get some good sales of those. But no one seems to be buying them. I guess they don't know how useful they are for getting your companions over anything else. Right, let's just open up everything. There we go, and get that lot done. And post that lot. Okay. Starting profession from scratch right now. Would you say it's worth grinding for crafting legendaries? Only if you have a lot of gold and you're like excess millions of gold or excess materials, and you don't mind it not coming back and it's a risk at this point, then yes. If not, and you don't have a lot of gold, then don't do legendaries. Do something, do everything but legendaries, because there's so many other opportunities to make gold, and we don't know exactly how much gold could be made out of legendaries at this point, because we don't know which ones are going to be the favoured ones in the next expansion. Yeah, if you wanted to very tentatively go into it, I would maybe suggest something like the rings or the capes, because those are the most popular right now. But you will be competing with everyone else on your server for those 2 slots, because those are the biggest and most popular ones at the moment. So I wouldn't even then advise it. Right, that's all listed on. Press the wrong button, so let's just log out and go on again. Don't know why this keeps popping up. There we go. Let's jump back in. Any advice on getting the Outland enchants from the boxes? Didn't I see Records do a post that those aren't available? I think I know the boxes you mean. I tried doing it once myself. Mean beans. I got a feeling they're not available there. If someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think I know the ones you mean. Let me just bring a map up and see if it jogs my memory. They are on the auction house though. That might be the only way you can get them, or there's another way you can get them. My memory's not what it was, and I can't remember fully. Outland, Shadow. No, this is the wrong character to look at it. I'd have to look on Samadan or something like this. Yeah, just general world drops now. Coil Scar chest. That's it. They don't have them in the loot table. Yeah. I'm intrigued now. Hold on. I need to go over to Samadan and just have a look. Yeah, I remember Reckles did a video where he looked at it and they weren't on the loot table there. Yeah, don't grind it out, as Will says, because I think you'll just lose gold overall. The game thinks you can only get the Felsteel Longbay from the chest, so we all know it drops in Mana Tombs. So it could be like that. There you go, Canius. It's something like that, perhaps. Which one were they? The video is already 4 years old. Oh, really, Karochi? Is that the Want to Buy Gold video? Yeah, the Core Scar chests and turn the drop rate and Burning Crusade crafted patterns of tailoring, blacksmithing, and leather working. Yeah. Most patterns are world drops with a few showing in Wowhead to some elites. Yeah, that's the one, basically. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I think if I look... I think it's in... Yeah, where was it? Map, World, Outland... was it Shadow Moon Valley? Yeah. Here, around Corscar Point it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it says they're not in the chests. Had them drop in Shadow Labs, it's listed from the Corscar chest. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's the Naga there, yeah. Is there any add-on free like Zygor? The closest I've found for Zygor for pure leveling purposes is Azeroth Autopilot, which I've used before. I don't have Zygor on anymore because I've stopped paying for it because it's just too expensive for me. But yeah, I would try Azeroth Autopilot if you want to go with something for leveling. That's it's pretty good. And if you want something for gold making, I know Dalagg is doing on a really good, worth it kind of add-on that we talked about before. But I digress. Let me just jump back into listing my things on, because we have squirrels of plenty here. Right, go back to Earthen. Let's get your things on here. Yeah, it's a bit clunky, as Will says, but it does the job. I think if I was to do Season of Mastery now, I think I'd probably go without Azeroth Autopilot or Zygor, and I'll just do it myself. Because I don't want to necessarily have a streamlined leveling experience. I just want to follow through and do the zones and things like that. I mean, I found Zygor was quite good for doing my dailies, but even that, doing my dailies without any add-on like that is super easy. Azeroth Autopilot is quite good for auto-completing quests and things like that. Number 10, Krasiek, we can do that for you. 8, 9, 10.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I heed the voice of Elune, but Elune does not always heed my voice, as we found out. Now, this is getting a bit tricky. We're at 921, so I have to be a little bit frugal in what I pick up here. We are leveling up slowly here. I'll pick over anything the animal ones, so I'm going to do these first. This one needs to be someone decent. There we go. We'll assign you to that one, and we'll assign you to that one. And then that leaves us with a little bit more to spend on gold if possible. There's 4 here, all at 10 gold each. Let's take the highest gold amount. No, let's go with the easier one. Yeah, I can do 3 of them, hopefully. So I'll take that one. I'll take that one if I can. I'm not sure if I can though. That could be a hard one to do. Oh, that's going to be a long time too. Oh no, it's going to work it out. Let's let it work it out. There we go. Simulate that. Is it going to be a win? Yes. And then 286 is the next one. I've got 1 person left, so that's going to have to work. Just throw in someone else to confirm it. So that's going to cost me 69 out of our 921. Hopefully, I've got some anima I can hand back in. That should be good on that front. That should be, there we go, 100 anima back in. That's good. Classic is about the experience. Yeah, I would agree. There's no rush with Classic. I mean, Samadan in Burning Crusade is still only level 37. Create a new add-on or addition to Worth It. I'm not sure which of the two. Anyway, complete guide on how to level all professions. It's in beta now. Exactly correct, as you said. That's what I was very ineloquently trying to say earlier. Yeah, and what John's doing with it is he's getting other gold makers to contribute and add in their guides as well into various areas. You're playing on King's Fall PvE realm for Season of Mastery. Is that EU, Kozakov? Because I think that rings a bell. That might be the server I rolled Samadan on. Going PvE over anything else myself. It is. Okay, fantastic. I don't think I can load it up at the same time as this one, but I'll just close down my gifts. But yes, that's the one I'm on as well. So if I do choose to play, that will be my one. Who did it on top? Okay. And students on King's Fall are, oh, fantastic. We've got some good company of gold makers there, then definitely. German, Spanish, French, English, Dutch. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I can't. I don't have time. I don't have time. I can't play another WoW. Oh, but it's so much fun. That and Minecraft and work and creative stuff and commissions and the dilemma we have, and creating content and doing videos and streaming and work and family life and everything. You have to prioritize, and it's tough. It's First world problems, I know. It's tricky. I want to, well, there's other ideas I've got for sort of like rebuilding parts of WoW in 3D as well, but I want to record the opening scenario. I wonder what it's like at the moment. I'll have to do that off stream perhaps. Just try it. We'll have a look. Well, let's see. Let's get our auctions on first. Let's do auctions first. Too many squirrels here at the moment. I swear we are not a cult. Definitely not. We are a group of friendly individuals with like-minded interests.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Well, thank you, Drizzling Rose. It's very kind of you. No real sales here for Earthen. I haven't really had a huge amount on leatherworking. Saying that with the whole Crafter's Mark stuff, I haven't got Crafter's Mark of the Chained Isle here. I'm still working on my Archivist Codex, so that's a problem here on this front. I'm missing a market with leatherworking, and certainly haven't got the legendaries here done at all. So that's something that I'm definitely missing out on. I'll get these done. 108,000. We've still got a bit of gold, so it's not too bad. I ought to just park myself back over next to the mission table, ready for next time. So we'll jump back in there. I mean, just logged back into retail for the first time in months today. Give me a bit of time. Oh, well, welcome back, Will. Oh, Will, I have another question for you about Wheel of Time, the series on Amazon. I saw your tweet about it. Now, I'm not sure, as someone who's not read the books, I don't know whether to wait and read the books before watching Wheel of Time. When it came to Dune, I was familiar with the David Lynch film, but I'd never read the books, and so I read the book before the film came out, and I was very glad that I read the book first before watching the new film. And I'm wondering if it's the same with Wheel of Time. They're different enough; it doesn't matter. Oh, okay. So I could watch it and it not spoil the other. Okay. You have venture plan news. Okay. Give you minutes to get somewhere safe. Oh, okay. Is that to do with the something being data mined about venture plan in game or something? Saigon Paul. The TV show is very different. Is it good? Is it enjoyable? I might give that a go, certainly. Go and Rifts and kill the big elites. I started that back like a week ago. Okay. Thank you, Jeannie, for the advice on that one. Couldn't get back into retail. I know it's a very different beast, certainly. The TV series is the worst thing ever made. Oh, really? Thought Witcher was the worst, but this is abysmal. Ah, I've not watched The Witcher either. They've butchered everything. Ah. Books are aimed more young audience, but get epic later on. I can see why they changed it for TV. More grittier. Ah, okay. That's interesting. And Arabani, your perspective is interesting too, actually. That you definitely didn't like it. Yeah. Right, let's just complete these. Again, we've not got a huge amount of anima, so I'll focus on anima first here. Let's try this one. And ooh, okay, this could be harder than I thought. Oh no, got a win with 2, and this one. Let's throw that one in and win with that. Now, gold-wise, we've got loads of gold, but not really enough cash. Let's do the easy ones. Because I've not got that many. I've got 4 left. That's all right. If I can spread this, that's not a lose. Let's make that a win. There we go. And then let's try a harder one. I'm not sure I will get a harder one, but no. Okay, we'll leave that and let's go up in the scale of difficulties. You seem perfect for this kind of role, so I'll do that. And then we're left with another 9,000 there. Let's try that. That's also a win. And okay, the 12th 15,000 didn't work. Let's try 12,000. I'm not sure this will get a win out of this. This could be tricky. Oh no, we have got one. Let's just simulate it and find out. Yep, we've got one there. So we've got a decent amount there, going for 83. I'll take those. Traditioner, good evening to you. How are you doing? You loved Witcher. I didn't read the books. TV shows rock. Yeah, I haven't read the Witcher books either. I don't know what they're like. The Game of Thrones it up a bit. Oh right, okay. You love Witcher and Wheels of Time. Haven't read the Witcher books. I did read Wheels of Time because Wheels of Time was so long, so many books. I wasn't bothered by TV show changes. That's fair enough. Can't read books, so TV is all you get. That's fair enough. We all have our own means of consuming media. 225 anima, that's good. Let's go back outside and list our auctions on. I'm not expecting any sales here, but we'll never know. Let's go for a little run here. But Jordan describes characters and locations over and over and over and over, and it's annoying. Could have slimmed the books from 14 down to 6. Oh, really? Okay. We're off their time, TV show in a different audience, so keeping an open mind. That's fair enough. 1 hour game mail and classic is a pain. Yeah. Those little quality of life things you forget about.
Please deliver them for us, would you?
About Venture Plan, yes, it was data mined as banned. Okay. But the 407 version, if you use 4.1.6a, you are fine. That isn't the news. Oh, okay. What is the news? That's very interesting. Yeah, I personally don't get on with audiobooks. I have to read. I lose concentration with audiobooks. And confirmation about Longboy being removed from Black Market Auction House. Only from what we've got from Sapu, and we talked about it in the Wowhead blog. I'm not sure what's going on there. I hope the devs have made a mistake and put it back. Oh, someone's updated it for 9.15. Oh, okay. More than the actual add-on. Okay. That's very interesting. Oh, we sold a rapier. Okay.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least.
Yeah, Venture Planner, I'd say, is one of the really good add-ons that I think I'd be sad to not have access to something like that. There's a description of the development of the characters and their surrounding. Okay. Oh, no problem. Is it Savnamad? I don't know how to pronounce it, but don't worry about asking repeat questions. It's not a problem at all. We're here in any capacity. Okay, so it's a new GitHub repository, it's Saigonport. Okay, can you pop that in my useful stuff in the Discord? I'm going to have a look. We tried to make an action Die Hard-like movie from Hamlet, but it won't be Hamlet. That is true. Very good analogy. I like that. Let's pick up that one as well. Read down to Divergent's comment in the link above. Okay. Let's have a look. Divergent kind of changes. Added commit from Divergent. Changes for 9.15. Okay. That was when? 17 days ago. Okay. And then... Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Saigon Paul. Obviously I can understand the add-on developer It'd be lovely if they did return and keep it up to date. That credit due to them for bringing the baton to them. Right, let's go through. Okay. I think some of the fandom would be mad about it, but to be honest, I'm just choosing to remain open-minded. Yeah, I mean, I always tend to have that view myself anyway. That was a bad use of my flying through the window. I could have got at least all the way through to the inner chamber by flying and not having to run. Problem with Game of Thrones, they stuck so well to the books in the show for the first season or so, and they were particularly jarring when they deviated. Yeah, I got the same feeling actually, and I'd read the books first on Game of Thrones. Yeah, I can understand that one well. Right, let's jump through, get some more done. See, now thinking about Season of Mastery, I think that would be something I would want to record as a Let's Play. So tempted as I am to jump in and just fire it up, I don't think I will just yet. Tempting as it is. And it's a big squirrel because I don't have the time to play it, so I'll only get to level 15 or something. So that's always a trouble. Some things just don't work on TV when it comes in books. Yeah, I mean, I would expect differences between TV shows and books.
Work complete.
Right, what have you got? Nothing here on alchemy. I did have some really good sales with living steel, but Bridget's got the profits on those. I'm hoping I can make some more profits with these. Ideally, really, with alchemy, I'm just looking for decent herb prices, and then I might make some more, but I'm not getting many sales at all with what I've got left. I mean, above max price, that's good. Phantom Fire being reset, though, that's going to be interesting. Let's get on with everything else. Okay, I will check on the herb prices whilst we're here. I've only got 17,000 gold, though. So Vigil's Torch is right down in price. Rising Glory is down in price. Then Nightshade is up. Death Blossom's up. I have a bit of stock of each of these, so I should be alright for now. I should probably restock on this, looking at it. We clear this one and just check what I need to restock on. So a lot of Phantom Fire. I still haven't sold the Phantom Fire I've got, though. Gathering wise, I would need... Oh, looks like I've got everything, because the rejuvenation potions. Don't tend to bother with those. Blackmouth oil we probably need. Blackmouth oil coming from the oily Blackmouth. Let's just check that.
Have anything ancient
Browse.
needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Oily bee. There's no oily bee on. Is it one word? Let's just look up Blackmouth. Blackmouth. No. There's nothing on the auction house, sadly. Okay, we'll leave that. I won't restock on those. That'll take me out. Let's go on through the other ones. Link in instructions posted. Thank you, Saigonport. Have a look at that later. Am I a full-time content creator? No, I am not, Caden. I am a full-time visual effects artist by day, and a content creator by night. I did have a period last year when I did do more content, and you could consider it full-time for a while because that was my only source of income for a while. But between freelance work and things like that, it was a struggle, I must admit. So I sought out more permanent employment, and I was lucky enough to get a good visual effects contract, which is what I'm working on at the moment. Oily Bee sounds like a goblin name. It's a good one. I used to have that one, so definitely. Quest XP is 40% increase in season money. Is it that high? Wow. That's interesting. Some missive sales, that's good. Anything else? No. Okay, let's go with that one. Also didn't help the WoW popularity decline. Yeah, that was a big hit since January. I mean, you can. I don't know if I can show you. I mean, YouTube stuff is easy enough to show, but you can see from a WoW popularity perspective, just from a, I guess, gold making side of things. I don't know if I can. What can I show? Where is my? That's not my studio. Where's my studio? It's interesting, sort of like looking at stats of videos and view times on my analytics. Let's put that back to 100%. If I show you last 365 days, is that enough? Yeah. I mean, I don't mind showing my revenue and stuff like that, but you can see the sharp decline on here from like the start. This was back in December. It was all fairly healthy, and then literally over the past sort of since January, end of December, you can see how much it's declined down and down and down. It's leveled off now at the bottom in terms of like consistent videos still, but you can see how it's dropped right down in terms of popularity. That's the only metric I really have in terms of things, and that and my Twitch views and things. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see how, as a game, if you as a content creator relying on one game, it's not ideal, certainly, especially when that game declines.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Right, so let's put that on, and then this will have all our auctions on, missives done and everything like that. There we go. Okay. Are my TSM guys still current, or has TSM changed a lot since then? No, they're still current. I've done updates for TSM 4.10 was the biggest change really. So we're on 4.11.16 at the moment. 4.10 introduced a few more things, and I've got those in my guides. So yes, they're still definitely. They're not different enough to warrant a new video series at this point. But if it does get different enough, then I'll do a fresh new series. Certainly, maybe when the next expansion comes out, that might be worthwhile or something like that. You can always make gold in Final Fantasy, which I think is way more tricky. Mr. Atheist Folk, thank you for the suggestion. I don't know why, but I haven't. Final Fantasy just hasn't appealed, despite me loving Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9 on the PlayStation 1 back in the day. I haven't really gotten into the thought of playing Final Fantasy, the MMO. Moment you get a patent to drop, but it's already known. At least the market value is around 35 to 40k. Well, that's decent, Karochi. But yeah, already known is always a struggle, certainly. Right, let's get. So we have now thinking options now. We've got our auctions on. We could restock, definitely. There's a number of things, like we've got the Season of Mastery, which I haven't even picked up. The XP bonus here. This one. I got the mount thing, so that's fine. But one of the things I'm thinking of here, in terms of like, we've got experience and reputation gains increased by 17%. Samadan here hasn't got the new glyphs, so that's always another thing to think
subscribed. Ninja sub.
Ninja sub indeed. 38 months, Gwilyn. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Lovely to have you here. Have you been tempted by Season of Mastery? Is my first question. Best thing to say about the difference in WoW and Final Fantasy is WoW is MMORPG and Final Fantasy is RPG MMO. That's a good distinction, I would say. Yeah, definitely. It's more about the RPG more than anything else. So I do need to level Samadan, and now and along with Pilgrim's Bounty, it's a good time to think about that. To get myself, what with new contracts and missives and things, I think Samadan should really be a bit more current. He's level 51 at the moment, item level 81, so really not in the greatest of places. So leveling up would be beneficial at this point. In which case, thinking about it, yeah, with the extra boosts and things, what would be our best way to deal with this? Timely invitation, probably just accept that for now. We haven't got anything here at this point. You thought you'd be tempted, but just can't find yourself to be interested in playing any format of WoW. A bit sad, really. I can understand that, Gwendolyn. It's for many, it's lost that flavour because of for many, it's become very tired in places. Yeah. Have I got the upgraded heirlooms? No, I haven't. Are they worth it at this point? Persephone, good evening to you. That's what WoW tokens are for. Boost, boost, boost. It costs too much. It would cost me half my gold. It would cost 1.5 million gold, Persephone, to boost this character. I can't justify it because I won't get that gold back. Yeah. That's the main thing. But thank you, Darkwing, for the shout out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure either with the heirlooms. I think I'd probably... What would be my strategy here? I don't even know what quests I've got. Trading favours. Quest log. Black Empire campaign. That's how old this is. Okay. Need to abandon that one. Ouroboros, got trading favours. Revendreth. So we must have been doing Dark Aspirations. We must be doing Threads of Fate from that point of view. Filter's got Threads of Fate campaign. We'll just put everything on. Aid the Kyrian we've got here. There's already one we've got. Yeah. How much are tokens now? They are expensive. 322,000 for EU. It's very expensive. I may get the main sets done now. Cost take most of your capital. Yeah, I'm not sure what the bonuses are, whether it's worth it at this point. I never took WoW seriously. It was too easy, too cartoonish, unrealistic, too boring. Main game's always been EverQuest 2 and Lord of the Rings. Oh, interesting. I've never played EverQuest 2. Obviously, EverQuest was my original MMO that I got into, but I never really got into EverQuest 2. Is that the former 5 million Longboy? This is. This is indeed. I ran away, and I think this druid is still wanting some auctions. Yeah, Legion level without the gold inflation population. Exactly, good. It's expensive right now. You're good though. I'm trying to get the energy to get out of bed. Your goals today are go through about 2,000 transmog items on your sorting character, and you're not in a rush. That's fair enough. Take it easy. Have a nice lazy day, certainly. So, choices here. What would I do? I've got a level 51 character that I want to level up quickly. I hear doing Threads of Fate and the bonus objectives is a good idea. I do have flying, so that's an option. I'm terribly geared, so getting better gear could be an option here.
Have anything ancient
in
to
terms of
trade?
where I'm
Needs
at,
to be at least
I mean, if
2
we were to look
centuries
at armor and filter this to usable upgrades, if I was a brand new player and this is a casual player, this is the sort of thing I would do. Order it by price. So what's an upgrade here? Item level 100, currently 88. Some extra feet. Arm guards. I mean, we could go more. That's not much of a upgrade. I could also buy the. I could make all of these. So let's not forget that. All the desolate leather gear for a fresh 180. This is buying for myself, really. 87 versus 83.80. I mean, it's not a huge amount here. I probably, knowing me, because I don't like to spend money, I probably wouldn't do that. I'll just basically level and try and get what I get from
If you find anything exotic,
or get heirlooms, as you said, yeah. Torghast is quick as well. Yeah, I can't get into Torghast. It doesn't appeal at this point. So what I would do, I mean, I've only got 20 minutes left anyway. So what I would do is I'll go. So get a nice rested XP bonus. I mean, I've got a decent amount of rested XP anyway. So I would go from here.
How may I serve?
Take myself down to Hero's Rest. Let's go. Oh, I can't get to that one actually. We'll have to go to this one. Let's go this way. Okay, so we've got plenty of rested XP. We have, I mean, in terms of professions, looking at things, this is, I haven't got the new one through yet actually. So that's extra saved. No. In terms of professions, we have inscription. I think we've got herbalism as well, so we could use herbalism on top of this to get some extra XP. I don't really use herbalism here, but I would use it for extra. With 7 looms, your rested XP lasts way longer. Okay. I mean, given how much or how little I play, that's not necessarily an issue. So we've got a number of different bonus objectives. What I would test out here, oh, we've got an upgrade there, an extra belt on this bonus objective. What I would do here is have a look and go, okay, what can I do easily in terms of combat and my gear and stuff like that? You only need 6, do you, Rose? Okay. We have flying, which is a big bonus. We could do with picking up that early flight point further down as well. And we've got aid, the Kyrian, bolstering Bastion. Get some extra XP for that. So how easy would this be? Let's test out one of these. Let's just go down this direction because there's a couple down there. I always get dizzy with so many icons on the map. I know there's a lot at the moment, especially with the extra stuff. Let's go down. I think we can do a couple of bonus objectives at the same time down here. I think if I stand betwixt these two, I can get something. Let's try. Okay, someone else is doing some extra stuff here, so let's go through and help out. Let's just see how quickly this goes through. We need to put some poison on. Hold on. Where's that? Poison. There we go. I haven't played Rogue in a long while, so let's have a look. And this is repel, so we'll just do this. Let's go over here. Oh, there's not many mobs around. That makes things slightly tricky. How can I pull that in? What does this icon do? This should be my interrupt kick. And spellbook and abilities. Where's that little hooky thing? Oh, that's on here. There we go, let's do that. Okay, things are coming back now, so let's remember what I'm doing. Oh, I need to vanish first if I'm going to do this. That's way over there, that's no good. Let's put that over that side. There we go. Just getting the numbers and everything better. There's too many things over here that aren't being used. Slice and dice should be E, perhaps. E is more of an AoE type thing. Let's just try this out a little bit. Getting used to all the different stuff as we go. There we go. Hello, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Both directions can be achieved by clicking on things easy and fast. Yeah, I can do those as well as I run around. I mean, I like to be able to fight at the same time. I mean, there's a distinct lack of mobs around, so this is obviously a popular spot. Oh, there we go. Repel the Forsworn threat. We've got Renown 2. Ooh. This is a thing. I shouldn't be doing this. I need to be Renown 80 on Samadan. Thinking about this. Samadan's at 78. Doppelwalk, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Because then I should send the thing over to Samadan and get extra renown whilst I'm doing these. Although, that said, these won't give extra renown once I'm past 40 anyway. But they might. Thinking about it. This is tricky. I'm not even using my rogue abilities here and stuff. I'm literally just mashing buttons according to the key leaf. Aid the Kyrian. So we are here and we need to go over here onto this one anyway. There we go. These quests do give extra renown after 40. Okay. So that is reason enough for me not to do this just yet and focus on getting renown on Samadan first. I'm going to go down and get that flight point that I haven't got yet so that I can get to Bastion more easily. It's down here somewhere first. Let's do that. Finally working on Culture and Human for the Heritage Armour. Took a lengthy break to hang Christmas lights on the house. Fair enough. That sounds great. I love the Culturian aesthetic. Should be down here. Oh, got extra aggro. Super basic because I want to get ahead of Zanzibar. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's just pick that up whilst we're here. I'll go to the rested area here to park ourselves here. Now, so preparation before this, before we can level people. So this is kind of like a squirrel trail going further down. So before I can do that, in terms of my goals, I need to be renown 80 on Samadan before I do anything else. Because then I can send the renown over and start at 40, which is a big difference. And then if I can get some extra renown whilst doing the bonus objectives, that's even better. So one thing leads into another thing, which leads invariably into another thing, because now I've got to work out how I'm going to get renown. I think probably just Anima and Jailer's Forces should be enough for this. We're at 78. I don't think I've done, yeah, I need a tiny bit of Anima and a little bit of Forces. This could be really easy to do. Quickest way to there would probably be go through Dalaran. Yeah, the world boss for easy renown as well. That's another one. Do Mortanis. That would work. getting some dailies done as well wouldn't be a bad thing. Because that will give me... Well, I can get the anima from doing the world boss as well, actually, thinking about it. It'll be your first house, so this sounds extra achievement decorating. Oh, fantastic, yeah. Once you have your own home, it does make a huge difference to how you feel about a place, certainly. Let's jump in here. Can I get that? There we go. Finally. Actually, if I did the world boss, I'd get the renown and... Yeah, that would be easy, even easier. I'd get the renown and the anima I need to get another renown. So that's a definite good call, thinking about it. And that's doable in the time we have as well, which is even better. I like being able to do things that I can tick off, and that gets me ready for the next stage. Don't know if this was quicker than going through the flight point, but I'm here now. So I'll jump through here. Where's the... There it is. I only need 180 anima. And then I'm done. Oh, it gives you 25% of Shaken Fate as well, does it? Okay. That's definitely easy then. Right, let's see what we can do. World boss. Quickest world boss we can do. And then we're done with Kyrian. Now 78, 79. Don't we get anything extra? Disciple of Devotion and a Soulbind upgrade, and nothing significant at this point. Do island executions count towards the 10 instance cap? I have no idea. Another thing, like Torghast, I just never really got into. Oh, that's the assault supply carriage. I've never actually seen that in the wild.
Our enemies amass outside.
Avoid this if I can. Try and not die as I go. I've got my comfortable riders barding on, so that should be fine. Others are fighting here, so I can just avoid them. To get me closer. Work my way up here. That should be okay. Hold on there, Samadan. You can do it. Let's go this way. Try not to get aggro. Oh, I'm going to get aggro from that one, sadly. And then at least go this way, and then heal up from here. I'm going to try and kill this. I don't think I can get in at the same time. Let's try a psychic scream whilst I'm here. I can't. I need to come in and do this regularly. Ah, we've got a druid friend here. Thank you, druid friend. We can do this together. Have been doing the tower. I haven't killed Sylvanas to get the teleport to the raid entrance. Yes, no, I don't raid. Haven't done Sylvanas yet. 3 renown not only until around 48, you think? Okay. Those are maths that you like, yeah, definitely. That's what it's going to be once we get this one done. Let's just thank you.
How kind of you.
You can do a buff. And then we can join in and do more Geth. And join in here as a healer. Oh, they're in already. Okay. There's not many. Let's jump in. There's lots of healers. There's our tank. Do we have a tank? I don't see a tank. This could be interesting. Who's losing health? Let's keep everyone alive for a little bit. There seems to be more people here than this raid group shows, which is weird. Where's everyone else? Guess we're just going as best we can. Let's get some extra spells in here. Just don't worry about that. Around a little bit here. Oh, can use some healing. All we want here is a very word salvation. Get everyone healing. Heal everyone. You get the heals and you get the heals. Bring it down at 3%. There we go. Okay, so achievement earned, Death's Advance, Shaping Fate, ready for turn in. Did I get renown for that? No, I didn't get renown for that one. That's fair enough. Cookie's fighting something. So from here we'll go Cipher of Relocation. There we are. I got a title. Oh, she's sneezing for. I'm not sure what that title was for. Right, let's leave the party. There we go. The same Samadan from Twitter. Hold on, let me just do a reply. There we go. There we go. And let's go over here and hand in the Shaping Fate. We'll get renown for that one. Go do this. That should work. Yeah, I don't know what that title was I got. Character info. Titles. Destroyer's End. Saviour is Azeroth. Seeker, the Gullible. I don't collect titles, as you can see. Artisan I liked. Artisan Samadan. I should get another one for this, getting renown 80 I think. What did it say? You got, that's what everyone else got. Only achievement, Death's Advance. It doesn't actually tell me what I got. Right, okay. Digress. Let's get this one. Oh, when you get 80 I get one. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Title's always good. Shaping Fate, complete quest, renown 79, and let's open up enchanting cache, extra stuff, extra anima, and where's the war chest? Let's open that. Loads of extra stuff, which is really cool, and then we'll go back to Elysian Hold. And nobody is doing WoW. You vote to raid the ducks today. I haven't done any raids in a while actually. I think I'll leave it for tonight, Darkwing, but thank you for the suggestion. Ducks are cool. Feel free to link it in chat. We're going to finish this off though. This should hopefully give me my 80th renown.
You are seen.
Replenish the reservoir.
Courage.
Hey, there we go. Renowned. A long time in coming, but we got that. Don't know what Cookie's fighting in the corner. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. That's good. There's someone we can buy the thing from to then send that to Samadan. I'll do that next. Cookie's gone mad in the corner. Not sure what she's doing at all. Yeah, renown 40 for your alts. That's what I need to do next, because looking at... Oh, I haven't got... I need to add in... characters. We want... So these are on the list to level now. So Awakening and Samadan on the list now of characters. So Samadan is here at Renown 2. Awakening I don't think has any Renown yet. Buy them in Oribos at the flight vendor, okay. Fighting for his flight cup, yeah. He's literally just in the corner having a crazy 5 minutes. I can't describe it. You can probably hear her banging away. Right, that's me done for tonight. That was awesome. We got some progress, as well as getting our auctions on, so we're doing well on that side of things. Next up really is do more leveling with Samadan. Got some enchant sales, and there's our Grimvale Cape sales, so that's good. We didn't do any restocks, so that's something else to think about. What's that thing I picked up? Another potency conduits. Okay, I'll need to add those in. And then we've got our anima we can hand in. Probably just deposit that in now, because that's loads. That'll give me plenty for our mission tables. There we go, 4,000 for that. There we are. Fantastic. There we go, another 1,000 anima added in. Thank you everyone for such a lovely stream. It's lovely to have your company tonight. My next stream, hopefully next Sunday. All things going well. What else do we need? I'm not sure what else is coming up. I'll keep you posted on Twitter and all the other places. But thank you so much. Sad over mouse targeting added 9.2. Not sure what that is. You haven't done a restock since May. Wow, Persephone. Wow. Thank you all for such a lovely stream. From me, Dodger, and Cookie, we wish you a very good night, and we'll see you again soon. Until next time, happy gold making, and farewell, and I'll see you very soon. Oh yes, don't forget, is it Thanksgiving next Sunday? No, that's Thursday, isn't it? Okay, that's okay. We're all fine. I'll see you next Sunday, hopefully. Good night. Farewell.